Hi Aquarius, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of November 1st to the 7th, 2021. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind as we move forward with the reading, this is general as always, so take what resonates and leave a dozen for somebody else. But just cleansing the energy. Bear with me, it is early here. And do bear with any background noise if you hear it. But we're going to begin by pulling a couple messages from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. And then we'll pull a main focus for the reading and the main part as well. Okay. Let's do some initial shuffling. It's like you are kind of exiting a stressful period, it feels like. That's the vibe I'm getting. The energy that's coming through. It's like you feel as if you should be stressing, but for whatever reason, you're not. Right? But it doesn't mean you're not trying to perfect things or organize your life in one way, shape, or form. Okay? For my lovely Aquarians for this upcoming week, for the 1st to the 7th of November, 2021. For Aquarius. Okay. Bear with me. Okay. So we're going to go with these two. Time to let go is at the bottom of the deck. There's potentially an underlining focus this week on a lot of you needing to let go of what no longer works for you, or let go of a need to perfect things or to control things too much, right? There may be an unhealthy energy or situation in your life, but we also have this brown bear spirit, which is all about taking time out. So I feel like you've been, again, very stressed, and so it's a time where as you feel inclined to kind of let go of that stress in a lot of small ways, maybe one big way. Allow yourself to take time to rest, to recover, to relax when you can, all right? Feels like you're going to be given an opportunity here or there throughout the week to regain your strength, all right? We're beginning with White Raven Spirit, Trust in the Magic. And so let's pull some small tarot for this. We're actually going to pull, after I pull these small tarot, these small clarifiers, we're going to pull some, a main focus for the week from the Sacred Forest Oracle deck. Okay. All right, before I speak upon that, I'm going to do one more shuffle this way. Yeah, there's a feeling that, like, I don't know, maybe energies or the feeling in the air kind of makes you want to rush a little bit or speed towards things a little bit quicker. But for whatever reason, you feel like you owe it to yourself to slow it down or just to minimize your anxiety. Okay? For Aquarius, what's their main focus for this upcoming week? Expansion. Okay? It feels like you're expanding your life in a lot of ways, but not trying to overcomplicate it, okay? Underlining focus on playfulness. You're being pushed by the universe to enjoy yourself, to relax, but also be a bit playful, right? You may see a lot of squirrels throughout the week, and although they are a great reminder to watch your energy in the sense of anxiety, because if you watch them closely, they're very anxious and kind of scatterbrained, but they're very playful. They're a reminder from the universe, from spirit, to play, to enjoy yourself, okay? To take time out of your busy schedule to do just that. You deserve it, okay? Seven of Pentacles, to clarify this White Raven Spirit, which is about trusting in the magic. And so I feel like what you're working towards at this time, you need to trust in the magic of it, right? The magic of the process. Divine timing, I feel. The number 66 is on this card. So you might see a lot of sixes this week. It may pertain to you trusting in the magic when it comes to a change you just made recently, right? It may have been a move of a big financial investment that you worked really hard to acquire or to obtain. Or it may be something like a job that you worked hard to get off the ground, or a business to get off the ground, or have been for a while. A reminder that whatever you've been putting your blood, sweat, and tears towards, all right, you need to trust in the magic of it, of your skill set, of your knowledge, your wisdom, and how destined it's meant to be, okay? Some of you, you just went through or are about to go through a divine detour in one way, shape, or form, and you need to trust in the magic and the destiny of that, okay? Turtle spirit, slow and steady wins the race. And I feel like a lot of Aquarians forget this, as your mind races analytically, as you feel the need to accomplish things quicker, it's a great week to sort of rewind or take a moment again to slow it down, to remember that you don't have to speed towards something to accomplish it, right? Or to make it perfect. Sometimes slowing down allows you to kind of take a more, I was about to say controlled approach, which is bad wording for what we've been saying, but it just allows you to be more strategic in the way you approach it, or just to kind of do things in a more, in a much more effective way, okay? Sorry, I struggled with that, so don't be surprised if you do struggle to speak or to get the right wording this week at certain points, but there's a feeling that you will, like I've been just speaking in this past moment or two, you'll allow yourself to think about the right wording and you'll get there eventually, okay? So don't stress. Knight of Swords and Death, as well as the Empress card, okay? So there's something you're going after that you're being reminded by the universe to slow it down. A lot of you might even remind yourself, and you just may need to pat yourself on the back and give yourself credit for doing just that, right? But it's something you want to give birth to. It's something you're passionate about, that you normally would be very feisty and a bit anxious about, but it's just you sort of feeling a bit dead inside, which might translate to this kind of slow and steady way of being. And so it's a reminder not to push yourself so hard. You need to kind of pace yourself to the point where you can proceed, you can persevere so that you extend your efforts, you know what I mean? Not allow yourself to burn out so easily, because I feel like that's a habit of yours, all right? But it feels like you're expanding yourself in a lot of ways, very open to change and not trying to sort of limit yourself anymore, okay? Beautiful. Let's pull the main part of the reading. We're going to pull from the Mermaid Tarot deck, okay? For my lovely Aquarians to continue this reading. And it's interesting, as soon as I started kind of slowing it down in my speaking and thinking thoroughly about what I was trying to say, or the wording, I felt a lot less, inclined to rush through the reading. I felt a bit more relaxed, okay? I'm just going to pull the 10 of Wands. There's an underlining focus on a tower moment that took place recently, or is meant to moving forward, to ease the pain on your shoulders, the amount that you have on your back. Feeling like you're just a bit burnt out, or you have a lot on your plate, okay? And it's understandable, but a lot of the times you do take on more than you should, okay, realistically. Not to say you can't accomplish it, because you can, but just why should you, right? Just because you can accomplish something doesn't mean you should, right? With the Chariot, I feel like you're going to be given an opportunity or two in this week and moving forward to release several burdens, okay? Several items on your plate, on your shoulders, in order to make it more doable, a lot easier to go after what you feel is most important for you at this time. Being pushed to think about your priorities, right? And, kind of looking at the bottom of that list, what can be removed realistically, okay? So we're starting with Death. Interesting. So did you see how the light was on that? There's a huge spotlight on it this week, on you feeling a bit dead, or what needs to come to an end. Or a lot of you may be thinking about throwing in the towel when it comes to a project or a business or something that you've been putting your heart and soul into. Again, blood, sweat, and tears. It's aligned with trust in the magic, which was the 7 of Pentacles, clarifying it. And I feel like it's something you've been working towards really diligently, and you feel like you've just put all you can into it. At times you're just feeling this lack of strength, especially at the beginning of the week. But there's a need to remember how strong you truly are as an individual. And you're going to be pushed to dig for that strength, okay? With the 9 of Pentacles, it's you just, and the 10 of Wands again. You just feeling like you have too much going on, or you have too much on your plate. You might be empathic and picking up on other people's energies, and that can kind of play a role in that. But you might also be just sort of taking on, as a very caring individual, other people's issues or problems, right? and you need to release a lot of which, if not all of which, to feel a lot lighter as you are pushed to reach for your independence and not settle once again. Okay? Five of Wands. There with the background noise, it just might feel like you have a noisy environment or a lot going on. Okay? You might just find that towards the middle of the week, your mind is very hectic, it races, feeling like you just don't have a lot to give. So then don't, right? Of course, there's certain obligations that you have to sort of uh, deal with, fulfill, but being aligned with the turtle spirit, all about slow and steady wins the race, they're reminding you to, especially in the middle and the beginning of the week, regain that strength, implement a lot of self-care, do something for you, right? Not to sort of rely on other people to take care of you. And I don't know why that came out. Maybe one or two of you needs to hear that. But for whatever reason, this is the part of the week where you are reminded that you don't have to race towards it, okay? You can sort of slow yourself down and you'll be surprised as to what results you see, the progression that takes place, as a little bit of anxiety does take place, or you're just thinking about a passionate fresh start you look to embark upon, okay? Being aligned with the Knight of Swords and the Empress. King of Wands. Interesting I said that, so it feels like towards the end of the week, there's a huge focus on your masculine side, regardless of whether you're male or female. I need to utilize your knowledge and wisdom that you've gained over time to choose where to put your energy, your resources, given you're feeling a bit depleted throughout the week, okay? But feeling very passionate and bold nonetheless. Two of Pentacles. You're weighing a lot of options throughout, towards the end of the week, okay? Figuring out, again, where to put your energy, how to proceed in a productive manner. Given we have expansion, thinking a lot about how to expand your situation. Some of you think about expanding your business. And again, that might have been what you were thinking about giving up on. Five of Cups. But there's a need towards the end of the week not to expect the worst, okay? Real quick, we're going to pull a couple signs here to see who you're dealing with. I feel like work, career is coming, money is coming first for you at this time, and love is coming secondary, okay? And that's totally fine. But if you are sort of thinking about love at this time, we got Leo and Virgo. Let's pull one more or three more. We also have an Aries in your situation. We got Libra, Pisces, Aquarius coming out. And again, these could be friends, family, co-workers, could be a boss figure, could be in your chart. But we also have Virgo and Leo. You'll have to let me know how these pertain to you, okay? And a reminder to regain your strength this week to deal with certain people, energies better, to go after that success that you deserve. And remember to expect the best, right? We don't need you manifesting the worst case scenario or past failures that once came to be, okay? Allow yourself to keep it positive, optimistic, and just keep moving forward. But again, you don't need to do so in a overly quick way. Allow yourself to remember this is a week where slow and steady truly wins the race, all right? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Excuse me. I hope you have the most amazing week, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Aquarius.